This is everything you're gonna need to know about the Simpsons season that's coming. These are leaks. And why I say leaks is because, like, Fortnite didn't leak them, Loserfruit leaked them, I leaked them. They're what I think the season's gonna be. I used to do these prediction videos and I loved doing them years ago. And you know what? Sometimes it paid off. We called Sweaty Sands. We wrote down that name and then we saw it in the game. Like, it became harder to do after a while because I kept predicting the same things and it not being right. But anyway, this is a Simpsons season. I had to predict again. Now, I'm very excited. I love Simpsons. Early seasons, my fave. I think from season 5 to 12 is my fave ones there. They're just so funny to me. You've never watched Simpsons, I'd start there. I don't know about the newer stuff, okay? Love you, I just don't know. So there's only a few things confirmed. One, that this will be a full season, go for a month, like the Star Wars season. But unlike the Star Wars season, Simpsons will get its own map. Should we start there or should we start with the Battle Pass? The other thing that's confirmed is the aliens will be a glider, a part of the Battle Pass. Okay, we're gonna start with the Battle Pass and then we're gonna get into the map. I've created what I believe to be what the Battle Pass is gonna be looking like, okay? Someone else made this with the clouds as the background and I thought, well, that actually looks really good. You inked some inspiration, changed a few things around, namely the main character in front of you. Page 1, I think, is going to be the Simpsons family. Starting with Marge. I think Marge is going to be the first. I think she's going to be page 1. The first person in the Battle Pass, okay? I think she's a great start to the Battle Pass. I think the parents will be at either end. Her first version will be her standard green dress, blue hair, red necklace self. Oh, she slays. Her second version, I'm guessing, is either this version where she gets the nice dress and, you know, she wants to fit in with the country club ladies, I believe, I think is the episode. However, I kind of also want Police Marge because I think the police episode is super awesome. Anyway, she kind of pops off a little bit here. I think her back bling will be Maggie. I think it suits. She's always holding Maggie. She is a stay-at-home mother. She loves being a stay-at-home mother. And I think her dance... I think this, I got that image there from that clip. Page 2, I'm so excited, is Bart. I think Bart will be a great page 2. Now, the question with the kids is how can you make the kids tall enough to be the size of a Fortnite character without looking ridiculous? I've got 2 solutions. One, they'll be their older age self, aka man on the left. This is what Bart looks like when he grows up in the episodes where he is, I don't know, they're in the future. Alternate version 2, you've got Bart will stand on top of Milhouse and they will be wearing like a trench coat underneath. So Milhouse will be propping up Bart and they'll just be wearing like a trench coat and that's how they reach the height of a regular Fortnite character. Great idea. I know, thank you. I'm so excited. Make sure to use code Loserfruit for this season. I think his back bling will be Bone Storm. Well, I don't know why this episode was one of my favorites. That's why I'm hoping is where he steals a video game and gets in trouble. I think his emote is him with his slingshot just annoying someone. So this is page 3 and 4. Page 5 and 6, we've got Lisa, the sister of Bart, the beautiful Lisa. Now her grown-up self is just so cute. I love her grown-up self. The hair, maybe her second version is when she runs for president or mayor. I actually can't remember. I love it. I just love it. Or, you know what? I'd be okay with this Florida costume as well, honestly. I think it's great. Her back bling will be a saxophone, no doubt. Now, I think the emote will be her on her saxophone, but I kind of want this song. But this might be copyrighted, but Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Her playing just the Simpsons theme on her saxophone would be a great emote too. Fortnite, I love knowing that they're watching this right now and being like, damn, she got us. Page 7, 8. I think it's just going to stay in the family. So that's why I've got Abe Simpson, the granddad, the granddad of this. He would be the first old guy in Fortnite. His grandpa's emote is this one. A door will spawn in the game. A door will spawn, your character will go in, put their hat down, realize they've been caught, put their hat on, and leave. You can't tell me that is not a killer emote. That's a great idea. The final page, I think, honestly, Homer Simpson could have a whole battle pass on himself with all the outfits he has. However, these are what I find the most iconic. We're at the regular standard white shirt, blue pants. It's very bold. The back bling gotta be a donut. Sorry, just gotta be a donut. That should have a bite cut out of it, but that's okay, whatever. Okay, so I think he's emo. I'll start with his emo. It needs to be that. You see that right there? It needs to be that. So that. Fortnite, come on. Level 100, which is Homer, but what version of Homer? Now, we've got the Moo Moo one where he gains a lot of weight so he can work at home. We've got the Stonecutter one where he joins a cult. But what I actually think should be number 1, number 100, is just him shirtless in underwear. His back bling could also be beer as well. Duff beer. This is a rough idea of what I think the battle pass will look like. My rough predictions. Listen, it's not a smart prediction to put a man in his underwear at number 100 knowing Fortnite, but you know, if it is, like what a prediction, you know, if it is. The battle pass I think will only be the Simpsons family. Where about all the other characters? There's so many other characters that are just gold that need to be in there. So I've created a shop. I think Mr. Burns is a must, Chief Wiggum, Mo. I think there'll be a car that'll be sold in the shop and that'll be the Mr. Plow car. I think there'll be an emote sold, which will be an interactive one, which you could do with friends. So you initiate and then someone has to interact and then you can, maybe not. Got Ralph.
My pee came out.
Krusty the Clown, Barney. We've got a Pooh. But I think my big one is I just really want to place Mr. Burns and Lisa. I was a little suck up. I was a little nerd. Of course, my favorite character was Lisa. Love her. Homer as well. Now for the map. So there was a mobile game called Simpsons Tapped Out. I yoinked some of the buildings from there, and I've created kind of a map here. Don't worry, I've got POI names as well. The Simpsons house and Ned Flanders' house right there. I think Ned Flanders could be an NPC walking around there. No. So I've called that area Evergreen Terrace, which will be all of the residential buildings next to each other. Most importantly, like the Simpsons house, 742 Evergreen Terrace. That will be Evergreen Terrace. That's just all of the Simpsons house on the Simpsons street. We've got the school. This will be the first time there will ever actually be a school in Fortnite. They've never done that as a building or a POI, so there. And then Willie and Mr. Skinner could be NPCs here. Maybe there'll be some other buildings near the school, like the retirement village. I don't know, I've called it kind of Springfield Sounds, just the more innocent buildings of it. There's also a port that is down. Thought that'd be really cool to see a bunch of shops and that. It's called Squid Port in the game. I've called this Sweaty Squid Port down there because, you know, the Fishing Man could be an NPC down here. Krusty Land, just kind of self-explanatory. The Trailer Park, Cletus would be an NPC over here. Here is more downtown area. Over here, we've got that big pin needle. I know it's in episodes. The Quickie Mart, Moe's. Now, I'm a bit confused where the Quickie Mart or Krusty Burgers will be around the place. Anyway, we've got Itchy and Scratchy Production, Moe's, the police station, all of that. I'm calling this downtown Springfield. As much as Fortnite likes to do their alliteration and stuff, I think they won't really... They'll stay true to what Simpsons does in Simpsons. It's called just downtown. The town center. So this is like the town hall. Other buildings maybe here to like museum, the library, town center. I think it'll be right next to Lake Springfield, which will be here. We've got an observatory up here. The big mountain with Springfield on it looks awesome, which I think it'll look like this. It will look amazing. There's going to be some funny billboards. What I'm hoping they'll do in the map is there'll be underground area, and I think the underground should look a little bit like something like this. These tunnels. So this is the Stonecutter's tunnel, the cult thing. Yeah, like this would look cool underground. Leads to the nuclear power plant underground. The goggles, they do nothing. The one thing I'm pretty sure about is that the nuclear power plant will be on the map. I'm guessing top right corner. I'm guessing it's called nuclear power plant. And I think it'll be close to Burns's Manor, which is his beautiful house. There's also Springfield Gorge. I think that would be somewhere near here, near the sign. Yeah, so without all those buildings, this is what I kind of think everything, where all these places are going to be and what they're going to be called. I cannot wait. The best thing about doing videos like this is that I get to be like, okay, side-by-side comparison, what we cooked, what they cooked. They've had months. I'm doing this in literally an evening. There's just so much to do, so many buildings and references to put in there. Like, there is so many references, I need them to put in the game. And then our Prime Minister's just in the lake.
Mr. Prime Minister! Andy!
Aye, mate. What's a good word?
It'd just be great if this dude was somewhere in the water, maybe in Lake Springfield. This is why I need the Moo Moo Homer when he saves the power plant by sticking himself in the hole. I need Mr. Burns as an alien. He turns green.
The monster, it's Mr. Burns.
I need an Aurora Borealis in the kitchen.
Of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
That's it?
No.
Seymour! The house is on fire!
No, Mother, it's just the Northern Lights.
Oh, there's so many references I need. It's gonna be so hard to decide for them. There should be pets and maybe Santa's little helper. The last thing is, I don't have on the map, that should be there, is Krusty Burger. I think the Krusty Burgers will be like what Bird is now in Fortnite. I think it'll be a building that would just be spread out throughout. So you just have them kind of just as little buildings everywhere. It's either that or the Quickie Mart will be throughout. Switch. It might be the Quickie Mart that's just everywhere, and there's the new gas station. Actually makes more sense. Let's go with that. Let's run with that one. Yeah. I do also believe that there will be like a monorail has stops around the town. The last thing though is gameplay. What do we think the gameplay is gonna be like? This is one thing I'm like, no idea. I'm predicting that all of the items will be Simpson themed. Like instead of floppers, you'll get contaminated fish with 3 eyes. I'm hoping like there is like a Duff beer. Like, I am hoping there is Duff beer. They probably won't maybe have beer, maybe they just have Duff. Weapons, I just have no idea. Maybe it'll feel more like Simpsons have never really shied away from guns. I think maybe we will have standard guns, but maybe re-Simpson 5. If I'm hoping for any gun, I'm hoping it's the makeup gun.
That's why I invented this revolutionary makeup gun for the woman who only has 4/5 of a second to get ready. Close your eyes, Marge. And now you're ready for a night on the town.
Homer, you've got it set on horror.
Oops.
God, I don't care if this video gets copyrighted. I love Simpsons. I just wanted to just talk about how excited I am about this season. I think it's so good. I know people are a bit scared about the collab seasons. It makes no sense, yep. But it's only for a month. It's a little fun. It's like a time off. It's like a Christmas episode. It's like, what do you know when you're watching like an anime and they go to the beach to play volleyball for a full episode and it has nothing to do with the storyline. It is a breather. It is an enjoyable breather that doesn't have to add to the storyline. So I'm so excited for the Simpsons season because I personally prefer the world of Simpsons more than Star Wars. So I'm going to be a big fan. The biggest prediction I have for the Simpsons season is that they will bring back the AI voice. Big call, but like Darth Vader AI made Star Wars season. Now, I don't think Star Wars season is good, but I played it a lot just to talk to Darth Vader AI. So I'm thinking that they might bring it back for Homer Simpson. That's more a question on the original voice artist, because I think it's very much personal based, whether you want your voice, and no judgment either way. If Dan Castellaneta, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, is okay with the AI voices, then, I mean, he voiced a lot of the characters. You could have a lot of characters. There could be really cool medallions too, and I feel like there needs to be a Maggie medallion, a baby medallion, be like you one-shot someone. I wouldn't mind Bart's slingshot as a weapon, or Lisa's saxophone as a weapon. I'm not sure how. Maybe also skateboard to get around, like Bart would have a skateboard. One more item would be like a Homer Simpson remote that would pause other people, like freeze, just press freeze. That would be broken. I could talk for hours on this, and I probably will on my stream in the lead up when it gets closer to when all the leaks start coming out. But I'm so excited for the season. I hope you are too. Thanks for using code LUFU. Make sure to use code LUFU. You know, sometimes it resets. I'll type that LUFU in for the Simpsons season. And yeah, comment down below like what you think that they should add. I know there's so many ideas. It's just, there's too much. So comment down below what you think they need to add to the Simpsons season, or things that I missed out on, or things that you thought were a good idea. But yes,